Hello everyone, this is BK from CocoZini.com. So this tutorial is on this crochet scarf. So last tutorial I made some hats and there was a picture that I showed on there and I got a request to make the scarf in the picture. So here is the picture that I showed. So I'm making that scarf. To get started, I'm using this red heart yarn, and it's a number 4, and it's a 5.5 millimeters crochet hook, and it's also 100% acrylic. Go ahead and make a loop, and after you're done with the loop, we're going to be making 160 chains. Here I have 30 chains already, but I'm going to continue to keep adding more chains to it. And here's my 160 chain, but you have to make sure you align it. So the chain part is facing up like so. And make sure you have it aligned all the way around, because if you're not careful, it's going to get twisted. So at the end of it, you're going to insert the hook, the crochet hook, into the first chain and do a slip stitch to join it, just like so. So the first row is going to be a single crochet. So go ahead and single crochet all the way around using the loop at the back loop of the chain. So right there. So I'm inserting the hook in the back loop right there. Yarn over. Then you pull through one and yarn over and you pull through. Then you go to the next chain. Then you insert it right away, right at the back chain. You pull through that way. Then you yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. So you continue this all the way around the 160 chain. So at the end of the chain, you should have 160 single crochet, like so. So when you're done at the end of the single crochet all around 160 single crochet, and I have joined it with a slip stitch, so we're going to start the second row, and the second row is going to be a double crochet, but we have to leave some space in between. So chain 2 to start, yarn over. So you're going to leave the first chain, but you go on to the second chain, and in the back of the chain you pull through and do a double crochet. Then you have to chain 1. Then you continue the pattern. You leave the first one, you go into the second chain, the back chain, you do a double crochet, and you do the same thing. Go into the back chain, pull through, a double crochet, and chain 1. always remember to chain 1 after each double crochet. Chain 1. Then you omit the next chain, go on to the second chain, yeah, and you chain 1. Going to omit the next, go into the second chain, back chain, double crochet, then chain 1. Omit the next chain, go into the second chain, the back chain, then double crochet. So you continue with this pattern all the way through till the end of the 160 loop. So I'm at the end of the row. Make sure you always align your stitches, because if you're not as you're making it, those stitches sometimes ravel and roll into each other, and if you're not careful, you just be sewing to the back of the stitches. So let's join this chain with a slip stitch. So you always have one chain left before you join it with a slip stitch when you're doing a double crochet row. So now I've joined the double crochet row, which is a row 2. I want to start a row 3, and I'm going to start with the chain 2. Then I'm going to do a single crochet. So go into the next chain, the back chain, just like we did in the first row. So we're going to go into the back chain and do a single crochet. Go into the next chain and do a single crochet. Go into the next chain and do a single crochet. So we're doing a single crochet all the way around in row 3. And this is going to be the pattern. So row 3 will be a single crochet, row 4 will be a double crochet with space, row 5 single crochet, row 6 double crochet with space. So that is going to be the pattern all the way. So continue this and we'll meet at the end of the row. While I was doing the recording, I didn't know that my card was full, so it wasn't recording everything I've been doing. And I keep pressing record, and I'll record through, press stop and everything. I never knew it stopped the recording, and I've already done 8 rows. And so anyways, that's going to be the pattern. Single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. So I'm on the 8th row right now, and I'm just going to continue from there. So here is the end of the 8th row, so I'm going to join it with a slip stitch. Right there, and it's all joined. So the next one is going to be chain 2. So the 9th row is going to be a single crochet row. So I'm just going to keep doing single crochet on each of those chains. Yeah, next chain, single crochet, and the next chain, single crochet, next chain, single crochet. So we'll continue this until we get to the end of the row. Here is the few that I've made so far. So you're just gonna continue till you reach the end of it. Before I continue, I quickly want to show you the red one that I made. So here's the red one that I made, the one that is on the picture. So it has a couple of rows in it. So I'm going to count the row, and I think I have 17 rows. So you can, if you want it to be wider than that, you can add more rows. If not, we can just go ahead with 17 rows. So far here I have 9 rows. I'm on the 9th row, and I'm going to continue doing it, the pattern, until I get to the 17th row. So here I'm at the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15th row. So which means I need 2 more rows to complete the scarf. So I'm going to just join the row 15, and which is a single crochet row. So I still have, I think, maybe 2 or 3 more chain to finish, and I'm going to go ahead and finish it. Then I'm going to join it with a slip stitch and go ahead and chain 2. Then I'm going to start the 16th row, and the 16th row is a double crochet row where I omit the first chain and do a double crochet in the next chain. Then also I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to omit the next chain, then go on the second chain. I'll do a double crochet, and I'm going to chain 1. Then I'll omit the next chain, double crochet on the second chain, which is just like the every other even pattern that even row that we've been doing. Then chain 1, omit the next chain, double crochet on the second chain, then chain 1. So that is the 16th row that we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and I will continue to do this until I get to the end of the row. So here is what I have done so far. So I think I've done a couple of double crochets. So now we'll continue until I get to the end of the row of the row. Here is the end of the row, and I think I still have maybe 1 or 2 more double crochets to go. So I'm just gonna continue. Yeah. So now I'm going to join it with a slip stitch. Yep, I've joined row 16 with a slip stitch, and I'm going to start the last row, which is row 17. So make sure you chain 2 before you start, and row 17 is going to be a single crochet row. So I'm just go ahead and start the single crochet in every loop or every chain. Single crochet on the next chain. You single crochet on the next chain. Here is what I have done so far, and I'm going to continue until I get to the end of the row. And here's the end of the row. So I'm going to do a slip stitch to end it after I finish this 2 more chains that is left on the row. Okay, then I'm going to go into it and slip stitch to finish it up. There you go. Then I'm going to just go ahead and cut the yarn, but I will leave just maybe 3 or 4 inches. So let's count what we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that is it all. The odd numbers are single crochet and the even numbers are double crochets, or even number rows are double crochet. So go ahead and just cut 1 or 2 inches, then you pull it out like I just did. But we have to hide that little yarn left. So what I've done in the past is that I just go into the next loop like that, then I'll pull it through, then I go to the next loop, insert my crochet hook and pull it through. There are different patterns on how to end a yarn, but for this particular one, this is what I'm doing. So you're going to continue this until you get to the end of the yarn. So I'm at the end of the yarn right there. So that's the itty bitty tiny stuff left. So I can just push it and hide it in between the stitches, or pull it and hide it in between the stitches. And also don't forget to hide the yarn at the beginning of the loop too. So that's it. That is just the end of the scarf. It's a very simple scarf, beginner friendly. If you want it to be wider than that, you can add some more rows to it to make it wider. That's the end of the scarf. Thank you for stopping by today. If you have any question, leave it down below, and don't forget to hit the like button if you like this tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.